3, 2, 1, action.
In Facebook currency news, submitted by Drama for Yo Mama.
Hey.
Facebook announces its own cryptocurrency called Libra.
It's a Libra.
Oh,
That's your
Libra.
sign.
I know.
You're a Libra?
I'm a Libra.
This one's pretty interesting. So, Facebook, everyone's favorite privacy protector.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're looking to do their own cryptocurrency that will basically, they already are going to roll out with 27 partners, including Visa, MasterCard, Uber.
Oh fuck.
Yes.
That's kind of good for other cryptocurrency.
It's good for awareness of cryptocurrencies,
Yeah.
which I think is what just happened with Bitcoin. Bitcoin just fucking exploded, I think, almost a couple days after this was announced, right?
Oh, so you think it's because of this it exploded?
I think that the
It
Google
legitimizes it and shit.
Google searches for Bitcoin spiked through the fucking roof, like after this was
Like
announced.
if I'm my mom,
Yes.
and then I hear a big company like Facebook, and then Visa jump on board, and then all the other ones that you just named, and I'm like, oh shit, this thing is gonna last. It's like
Yes.
here to stay.
It is.
A lot of partners, though, are approaching Libra warily because they only sign non-binding agreements to join because they didn't know if they wanted to be obligated to promote Libra because they could easily back out if they didn't like where it was going. Like if maybe the project had a problem or a major hiccup, they could at least pull out and be like, we didn't really have much to do with it, it's all good. But a lot of people in the crypto space are extremely wary of Libra because it's basically a centralized cryptocurrency, which means that
Which is opposite what most crypto supporters want.
a lot of the idea behind that's what the Bitcoin white paper was about is decentralized finance, right? I can do a payment with you and we don't have to have anyone's permission to do it. It all happens via blockchain. So no
This one doesn't have a blockchain.
Well, this one would have a blockchain.
It's the same technology, but under the watchful eye of Facebook.
It's centralized.
It's centralized.
So that it's all happening. Every gear, every wire, every lever is pulled at Facebook. So like when your transaction happens, it goes through Facebook and Facebook knows that you transacted with Joe or you bought something from me.
Whereas all the other current,
No one knows.
and that's good.
Well, it's decentralized. People don't know what you did last night. They don't know where you went and whose drinks you bought and all the shit that we all do.
Are you familiar with cryptocurrency?
I've heard about it, but I have no idea what
It's a new soft drink.
It's really good.
tasty.
It's fruity, but not
fruity?
too fruity.
Okay, I like
still
fruity.
don't get it, and I've heard about it like 1,000 million times, and I'm still like, huh?
The idea behind Libra is almost perfect for someone like you who doesn't know crypto, but who thinks they're maybe going to invest in cryptocurrency because they're saying like, hey, we're a cryptocurrency. So that means like mom and dad and grandma can buy it and or use it because it's what's called a stable coin. So it's always going to be worth the same amount of money. Like say it's $1, it's always going to be worth $1.
Oh, there's no inflation and shit.
Right, but Facebook is basically attacking Venmo and all these other payment providers. like
PayPal.
Right, because they're saying, hey, but we're a cryptocurrency, which is hot right now because everyone's seeing Bitcoin exploding and all this stuff. So people are going, holy shit, like if they're already partnered with all these people, that's a huge opportunity for me, even though the coin will never go up in value. But in order to use this cryptocurrency, you have to buy what's called a node. All right,
what?
and you know what that is?
No.
Oh, you want to define it for everybody?
Yes.
A node allows you to confirm transactions on the network, right?
Okay.
But the buy-in price is $10 million per node. So who the fuck is gonna buy it but big companies? And that's another,
Wow.
the Ethereum community is like, what the fuck is this?
The what community?
The Ethereum community.
What is that?
Again, I'll let you explain it to the people. They're like a race, like Vulcans.
That's what I was thinking.
Sounds like, right?
I was fucking thinking that. I'm not even into fucking Star Trek.
Oh God.
I thought that was a Game of Thrones reference. What is going on?
You're pretty good. The point is that, think about it like this, okay?
You have a life, so you don't know these things.
Pretend you have a kindergarten on this whole side.
Okay.
Explain it to us.
What Libra is trying to do is just make it so that people in, say, Mexico or South America or wherever can pay for things easily.
Through Libra.
Well, I guess you have to go a step further back,
Yeah.
which is
Use your phone to Venmo style.
no, which is
What is cryptocurrency?
yes. Thank you. Where it's right now the dollar isn't backed by anything, so that's why the fucking price is fluctuating all the time, and we're like, well, what the fuck, like. Are they just printing money all the time? Like,
Right.
what is my money really worth? Because back in the day it was gold.
Yep.
And now it's not anything.
It was a gold standard, right?
And then evil people can print out as much money as they want, and it's a few people are controlling that power. Whereas Bitcoin it's just open.
Yeah.
And it's a finite amount, right? There's always going to be like 23 million Bitcoins, and that's it. That's all. That's why Bitcoin has a lot of value to people, because anybody in any country, including Venezuela, where your currency just got overly inflated because of
Government printing, evil people printing money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So their currency in Venezuela just went through the fucking roof. It's like you can, with inflation, so you can have like 10 trillion of their currency and it doesn't even buy you anything.
It's difficult because first you have to understand a little bit of economics in a certain way, and then you got to understand how money works and where it comes from and all that. And there's like a lot of good documentaries out there where it explains all of those steps. So the way that you get yourself into this, there is phases. There's phases. Like there's just, you got to go to 101, 102, like, because where we're starting with Libra and all that, you got to have all this knowledge of what crypto is.
Yeah.
Period.
But that's what a lot of people in crypto, in the Ethereum community, your favorite, it's basically a community of people who follow a belief system, which is like, let's decentralize payments for everyone in the world.
Make it fair.
That's right. So that you don't have to worry about whatever the fuck your government's up to. You can just transact with who you want to transact with, when you want to transact with them.
Basically, it's like saying, let's put money into the power of the people and not in the power of the government.
Yes.
So that's what cryptocurrency's ideology is.
If you were in Indonesia right now and you wanted to pay for something with a card, they don't like you very much because they pay 5% to Visa or MasterCard or whatever. So with cryptocurrencies, you can do it for a very minimal fee because there's no need to secure your network with mainframes and IT people and all this stuff.
Where's the fee going?
To whoever's running the nodes.
Yep.
But if there's only
Or
a set
confirming
amount of crypto, how does everyone just invest in it? Like, how does it?
They're divisible. So like one Bitcoin can be divided up like I think it's like 1 million times or something. It's a ton.
Yeah.
That's why some people pay for things with 0.00005 Bitcoins, and that's still like $500 because it's worth so much right
So
now.
like a Bitcoin's worth what, like 15,000 right now? 12,000?
Right now it's worth 12,000, I think.
So like if you have 6,000, you'd only own half a Bitcoin.
Exactly.
So it doesn't have to be in whole units.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pay for things with one Bitcoin. You pay for things with
Is that the same thing for Ethereum?
yeah. So Ethereum can be broken up as well. Yeah.
So then now with Facebook coming in and doing all this, why are these big companies backing them up if it's going against the whole cryptocurrency? Why?
Money. They see it as another marketplace that they can utilize.
Oh, because they're targeting people that are
Farmers, people in Southeast Asia who don't use payments processors a lot. Like a lot of those people can join this financial system because a lot of those people have smartphones.
Fuck.
So does that mean these big companies that are partnering up, are they owning the nodes?
Yes, exactly. They would be running the nodes that are confirming the transactions on the network. And then, so that's why a lot of people in the Ethereum community, they don't like it. But then there's a group of the Ethereum community that wants to court Libra and the popularity of Facebook's name and how they're bringing grandma in.
Yeah.
And they want to buy a node with.
Like an Ethereum node?
There's a fund for Ethereum where a bunch of community tokens are together in this fund. It's like an Ethereum group fund, right? And they want to buy a node to both legitimize Libra and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Welcome to the future.
It's really stressed out, you guys. I don't know what's happening.
Think of it like this. It's like
Wait, keep going with what you were saying.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
no.
like,
Okay,
hold
finish.
on.
Don't
Okay.
pay attention to
You
me.
want to legitimize Libra?
they want to legitimize Ethereum using Libra.
Okay.
Right? So a lot of people hear Ethereum and they're like, what the fuck is that, right?
Yeah.
But if they know that Ethereum is a part somehow of the Libra ecosystem.
MasterCard.
Exactly. Then it legitimizes Ethereum more to the minds of the regular Joe. And there's a lot of people who founded Ethereum. There's a guy named Vlad Zamfir who's one of the co-founding.
Vlad?
Zamfir. And
Is he a real person or is he like that soccer
he's a real person.
And he's an interesting motherfucker.
He's a very jaded person,
He
but
looks
he's
like
funny
a
as fuck.
17-year-old with like pimple face. And,
Oh no, that's Vladimir.
Oh, never mind.
That's not Vlad Zamfir.
Yeah, that's
Vitalik Buterin.
Vitalik.
How do you remember these names?
I loved all this shit. Okay, so Vlad Zamfir, he attacked this community fund for wanting to be part of Libra and run a node for Libra because it legitimizes a centralized.
Yeah, which goes against the whole thing.
Exactly. And so there's a war going on in the crypto space right now.
Oh my god, what does that look like?
Yeah.
Just a bunch of nerds going like this.
I'm so mad.
They're typing with these, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So the war is basically like people are like, we want to keep the decentralized nature of Ethereum intact, and then there's people who are like,
Damn, that's
at what cost? We want to be mainstream,
Where do you stand?
decentralized all the way. I
Decentralized?
don't want people to know about my transactions and what I do with my money and all that shit.
I'm in between because I think institution helps.
keeping it safe.
Yes, with safety. If you get stolen, if people heist your things,
Yes, true.
You could ask the government to help you get it back.
So what I personally love about it is less about me, and I know that sounds so lame. I've already done pretty good on this stuff. I'm fine. But the people in Southeast Asia, the farmers, all these guys who get ripped off by Visa, MasterCard.
And they don't have a banking system they can trust.
At all. They don't even get access to banks.
Yeah.
They're fucked. They get to hang out and do nothing.
Yeah, that's why actually a lot of Asians don't put money in the bank.
But that's not what's known about the community, right? That the meme is that they just put money in the mattress because they don't trust banks. But it's really that their friends can't access banks. Like their neighbors can't access banks.
Yeah.
Like only the rich in those areas can access banks because the banks want nothing to do with the poor people.
Yeah, or you have money in there and the next day they're like, oh no, it's gone.
Gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's like, why? Well, our bank just went bad or it was never there.
We printed too much
they
money.
just steal from you guys, yeah.
Wow.
People on the bottom pay the biggest.
Unstable countries, it's really fucking dangerous.
Dude, people in Venezuela beg for Bitcoin because they can use it and people will take it.
Yeah, can you imagine working all your life and you saved up like $1 million, right? And you're about to retire and all of a sudden it's worth nothing.
Yeah.
And then you're starving and you worked so hard to become wealthy and you have nothing to give to your kids or anything. That's basically what happened to Venezuela and also another African country, I forgot which one it was, but they had to pay millions of dollars just for like bread.
Wow.
It's
Libya?
crazy. Zimbabwe, I think.
Oh, Zimbabwe.
Oh, yes, you're right,
yeah.
you're right.
To counter your argument real quick, crypto's so volatile. How can you trust crypto over my currency, which just ran up because of inflation? But my whole thing is crypto's never gone below a certain point. For everyone who says crypto's so volatile, it's only hockey sticked like this. And yes, it goes down, but then it goes up, and it goes down, and it goes up.
Like a cute little
but
fish.
it never crashes below the previous floor that was established, which is because there's demand for it. And that's
This hashtag ad, what the fuck?
No. If there's demand for it, that's slowly killing me, and they need to buy it.
Yeah.
And they need to buy it now.
Hey.